Woo! What's going on, guys? Orange Form coming, guys, today with another video. Today, in today's video, man, we're going to be talking about um, our boy is back, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, back in Detroit for at least one more season. Great news. Everybody can kind of calm down now. We can all breathe some relief right now, knowing that he's going to run it back one more year. He did a couple of interviews. He interviewed with the Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, I believe, too, and he had an interview today, Wednesday, with the Carolina Panthers. Told them he's staying with Detroit. Told the Colts, told the Texans, thanks a lot for interviewing me, and but I'm going to run it back with the Detroit Lions one more time. There's a lot of people out there that were like, he wasn't ready anyways. It's a good thing that he did turn down any type of offers or any type of future job interviews. And I'm just gonna say, man, I'm ecstatic. I was never completely freaking out about this, but I was a little concerned. There was some concern for me that he was going to leave. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping he was going to stay one more year, 2023. And if all goes well again, if it's a top 5, top 10 offense, this offense shines, which I think it's going to. He's going to get a job in 2024, and that's always a good thing for the organization. To see like a coaching tree of your current coach Dan Campbell spreading out in the NFL, becoming head coaches, getting promoted within the NFL. That's always a bonus. Now, don't kid yourself though here with this. Ben Johnson was going to get a job offer. He was going to be offered a job. He's probably the second best candidate out there. There's some good guys going out there. There's some possible OCs, DCs, or not even that we're going to get job interview requests to become head coaches for a certain team. But he was probably the number 2 guy behind Sean Payton. Now, everybody wants Sean Payton. You guys know who Sean Payton is. He coached the New Orleans Saints. Won a Super Bowl with the Saints. Went to the booth. Wouldn't go to the booth, but he went to the studio with Fox Sports. Guys like Howie Long, Kurt Menefee, Bradshaw, Michael Strahan, and he was doing his thing this year, waiting for a job offer. Now he's been the number 1 guy, but Ben Johnson was number 2 behind him, and we can argue this. That could be a discussion, not even an argument, but that could be a discussion on who was the hot candidate. Harbaugh was up there as well too, but everyone knows what the games that Harbaugh played. He interviewed with the Broncos, which was a joke, and he's going back to Michigan, so we all knew what Harbaugh was about. And but I'm just excited. I'm just like don't think that he took the 2 interviews, right? He took the 2 interviews, and in my opinion, this is all speculation. And in my opinion, he was trying to feel out probably the process of it all. Interview with the Texans, go to another interview with the Colts, and then decide to run it back with the Detroit Lions. To me, that sounded like he dipped his foot in the pool and just kind of felt out how it's like to go through the interview process. And I think it's a smart way of doing it. So maybe he thought he wasn't ready. That could have been a possible scenario, or he just knows that he's got a good thing going on with the Lions for at least one more year, because they're going to retain most of all their players back on offensively. It could be a couple changes. You never know. They're going to re-sign DJ Chark. Is this guy going to be here? You're going to add to the draft. You're going to have free agency. So they're going to be able to do some things. And I'm sure guys like Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, got in his ear and told him, hey, man, this is what we plan on doing for 2023. But it's up to you. We're going to leave it up to you because we know you're going to get a job offer. And he was 100%, in my opinion, going to get a job offer for 2023. I'm just glad he didn't take it. There's people out there that's saying he would have been fired immediately anyways, wherever he went. I don't believe that because we don't know. We don't know. You can have that opinion. you could have that opinion that he would have been fired in a year or 2 or 3. It all depends where he would have went. Maybe he didn't like the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are a train wreck, so I'm not sure who would even want to take that job, to be honest with you. The Colts, they got some weapons over there. Don't have a quarterback though, and I don't know where they're picking in the draft. I think they're top 10 in the draft. So would they be able to get their quarterback of the future? Here in Detroit, he all has it out in front of him. He's got a great offense. He's got his quarterback. He's got his running backs. He's got his wide receivers. Got the O-line. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to walk away from that. And he kind of said that in his statement, saying that he was, he felt like he owed it. He felt like he owed Dan Campbell one more year. He felt like he owed this whole organization another year just to run it back. And he said unfinished business. That's what I really like about that too. He's got some unfinished business to attend to, because they really have some unfinished business to attend to, because let's face it, this was a great offense. They left some things on the field that they probably want to fix, and I think they're going to fix that. So it's great news for the Lions, man. It's just really good news, because people were wondering who was gonna replace him if it did happen. I was wondering myself what was going to happen, who was going to replace Ben Johnson if he left. Was it going to be Tanner Engstrand? Was it going to be a Mark Brunell? Was it going to be somebody outside the building? Was it going to be this guy, that guy? We didn't really know. Now it's a comfortable feeling. Guys like Jared Goff, just everybody on that offense can breathe a sigh of relief and say, okay, great, our OC's coming back. And nobody wanted him to leave. Nobody wanted him to leave, man. You had guys on Twitter. You had guys on Twitter like Penei Sewell jokingly making fun of this situation, saying he's a terrible OC, he's that, he's this. You would see memes of Ben Johnson's face with a gun in his hand robbing a bank, and it wasn't him. It was photoshopped. It was just, they were trying to get this guy to stay any way necessary, and he decided to stick around, and I think it's a great thing for Detroit, man. They're going to run it back, and I think they're going to be successful. This offense, I don't see how they're not going to be a good offense. It's just, you got your boy back, you got the band back together. It feels like it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Ben Johnson back as the OC for one more year. Feels good, man, to be a Lions fan today. It's almost like a Christmas miracle to me, man. So, because there was a huge part of me thinking that he was going to go. I was praying that he wasn't going to go, and I'm just happy that he chose to stay and do some work here, get that unfinished business out of the way, man, and go get something, man. Go win with this offense. This offense can take you to the promised land, man. So. Very, very happy to be a Lions fan today, guys. So thanks for the video, guys. It's just a quick one. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell up top. And don't forget to like, comment, share this out. Ben Johnson's back in the mix. The offense is going to be raring to go in 2023. Let's go, guys. One pride. Go Lions. Boom.